The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Hey-oh.
Morning.
Good morning.
You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Why did you say that?
Because Ash told me he saw that movie last night.
You know
Oh,
the
right. No,
movie?
because I'm just... no, because if you look at where I'm sitting, can you see that the picture in the background
Oh, my
is
God.
Jack Nicholson. I'm literally looking at him as you said that. That's so weird.
That looks like a still of him screaming that line from that movie.
He's actually blowing smoke rings.
Hey, yeah, go back to that. Go back
Isn't
to
that
that.
funny?
See, that's him smoking a cigar. I reckon that is
Yeah.
from the movie. A Few Good Men.
I don't know. It could be.
Do you reckon, Mitch?
Is
I
it
reckon
on?
it is. He definitely smokes a cigar in the film.
But how funny is that?
He's
You were
blowing-
talking about
Weird.
it
Like about 2 minutes ago, I just said to
and
Suze.
you were looking at it.
Yeah,
And I said I was the conduit between you two.
yeah.
Conduit.
Conduit. It was a...
Conduit. What is it?
I think that's a swear word.
What is it then?
You're a conduit.
Oh, now I hear it.
Conduit.
Conduit.
You've added an N.
Conduit. Conduit.
You've added a consonant.
Okay.
What's happening anyway?
consonant.
Just remind everyone we're on radio right now. I forgot that for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, but shout out to that film, A Few Good... I watched that last night, Mitch, again.
Classic.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Me neither.
It's a great film. So good. Demi Moore.
Yeah.
Has there been a more beautiful woman than Demi Moore in A Few Good Men?
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
You're specifically in that film, you mean?
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. She's so
Geez, I mean,
stunning.
how old was she in Stripped? Was it Striptease?
I haven't seen that one.
Was she in that?
But there's that other one where she's...
Mitch?
What's that other one where she's in a bikini? What's that other one?
What one?
Where she walks out of the beach in a bikini.
I was going to say the sequel to Charlie's Angels, but that could
Yes.
be, oh my God. I've all had back catalogue going out and go for Charlie's Angels 2.
Yes.
Yeah, no, fair call. There's a body horror movie out at the moment called The Substance, where Demi Moore is like an aging Hollywood starlet, and she takes them in, questionable injectables or something, and it. Can
I have some?
It backfires.
It backfires. I'm seeing it Sunday, actually.
Are you? Okay.
Because she's 61, but she plays a 50-year-old in that movie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, let us know how it is on Monday.
Okay, it's a horror film.
Yeah,
It's a
body horror. Yeah, I've
body
heard it's-
horror.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to see it as someone who maybe participates in injectables.
Go there.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
We got a little something new today, Suze.
Well, I heard this on a radio station. Actually, I heard it on our radio station on the holidays. And I was like, oh, this sounds good. It's called Tuesday Trending.
Trending. Here's what's trending.
Trending Tuesday.
Finger on the pulse here, Sue. So what do we got?
Well, you heard this on our station.
Yeah, I did on the holidays. It's a Google trend.
What
Who
show?
was it?
Mel Tracina and Matt someone.
Ah, Tracina.
That's coming.
Always one player ahead, isn't she?
And I was coming home from swimming
What's the
training.
name of their show?
Tracina and
Is it Mel and Matt? Kind of rolls off the tongue.
Is it Mel and Matt or Matt and Mel?
Matt and Mel.
Matt and Mel.
I think Mel and Matt. I think Mel got top billing.
Mel and Matt. Mel is the Big Brother host.
Yeah.
Tracina?
Has it started yet?
No, they haven't even started filming yet.
I'd call it Tracina and Co. because her star is rising.
Yeah.
Not that Matt's isn't.
Well, yeah, what are you saying about Matt, mate?
Well, we don't
Well, I
even know his
know
last
Matt's
name.
not.
Matt Baisley?
Baisley.
Matt Baisley.
So Lockie was the producer for them on the
Yeah.
holidays. So I said,
oh, that's that when you came back all pretentious and stuff from when we. Yeah, I remember that,
yeah.
Lockie.
Oh, Lockie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Melbourne accent
Yeah.
I gained.
And we
Yeah.
started wearing scarves
And
to
I,
work.
and I said, I liked what you did down there. Can you do it for me? And he said, yeah, sure. So here we go. Is this what I do?
No pressure. Yeah, go
Okay,
for it.
right. Number 1, early voting has opened in Brisbane.
Hang on, what are we doing again? What is it?
Okay, it's basically called
I
Tuesday
have no
Trending.
concept.
I was
okay.
I was dead set. In my head, I was thinking of a name for the show again. I was
Oh, really?
I was like Tracina and the Bayman.
Yeah.
I think he's from the
Tracina,
Central
that's it.
Coast.
Yeah, so what's the premise? What
Oh,
is
so,
it?
okay, it's called Tuesday Trending, and so you go to Google Trends, it's the top 5 things that are trending overnight in Queensland. Or trending right at the moment this morning. Whenever producer Lockie organises it, the top 5
Well,
things
when was
trending.
it, Lockie? When did you put it together?
I'll be honest, Alicia put it together, but
Oh,
this
sorry,
morning,
Alicia.
this
Is
morning.
anybody doing
It
any
wasn't-
work
it wasn't
here
a
other than
Tuesday.
delegating?
Yeah.
So
I'm not
Susan's
doing-
delegated down to Lockie, and then Lockie delegated to Alicia. But isn't
And
Alicia
can I
up
say-
the pecking order
Yeah.
from Lockie?
I delegated
And
up. It's a strange.
You manage up well.
Yeah.
And you can't research trending Tuesdays on a Monday.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
done this morning though.
And the reason it was so good on the Mel and Matt show was a really quick. It went for like about 1 minute.
Well, we just need to.
Anyway.
Next week it'll be
quicker.
It'll be smooth because we'll know what the premise is.
Okay, Tuesday.
They're good technicians, though, Matt and Mel. They're very good at radio and stuff.
Should we start with the beginning thing again?
Yeah, let's. Here we go.
Trending. Here's what's trending.
Trending Tuesday.
Early voting has opened in Brisbane. So polls opened, actually. They were open yesterday for the state election. The election's on October 26th and early voting began yesterday. Has anyone here voted? No. I nearly voted yesterday, but I didn't. Number 2, Christopher Columbus. Remember him from school?
Oh, yeah.
You remember him from school?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you actually went to school then. What was he like?
I don't know. A documentary in Spanish. He didn't go to my school. He was in Spain.
Oh, right. That's right. He went to Churchy.
Yeah. A documentary aired in Spain on Saturday to coincide with Spain's National Day, which commemorates Columbus's arrival in the New World in 1492. I didn't go to school with him.
Oh, that was before your time.
A couple of
1492.
Yeah.
Wow.
The documentary claims Columbus was secretly a Jewish Spanish national, rather than. Oh, this is too controversial for me.
What?
Okay, number 3, Westpac.
What was it?
What?
Rather than the son of a Genoa. Columbus was secretly a Jewish Spanish national rather than a son of a Genoa, which I don't know what is.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. It doesn't sound good.
We're too dumb for this. Number 3, Westpac.
Yeah.
There was an outage yesterday afternoon that saw Westpac, St George and 2 regional banks affected, with Aussies unable to access their money.
How come?
It broke. There was an outage. That's a problem with technology. It's good when it
I've
works.
just realised it's called Trending Tuesday, so you don't have to finish the stories. You just literally
Yeah.
say what the trending thing is. I've
Yeah,
just
yeah,
forgotten
yeah.
what the segment is.
Yeah. We'll work on it
Again.
for next week.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of
Okay.
weeks before the end of the year, so we'll get it good by the last week. Joe, DJO, have you heard of him? Stranger Things actor turned pop star Joe Keery.
Yeah. The weird older guy that starts out as a baddie and ends up a goodie.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
So Joe, who was his pop star alter ego, his real name's Joe, J-O-E, but his pop star alter ego is Joe, D-J-O. Anyway, he's been announced as a surprise act at a Laneway Festival in 2025. Most
In
probably,
Brisbane?
yeah, the one you were talking about yesterday, maybe. Number 5, Live Nation. Oh,
Here we go.
This is a good one. Save the best for last. With Oasis tickets going on pre-sale yesterday.
I saw Alicia got them.
Did you get them?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Over 110,000 Aussies have already snapped up tickets, and you're one of them. However,
Did you get a match?
No, I didn't go on the pre-sale thing.
however, many have been left reeling, ripped off. Oh, God. Yes, I did see this.
What?
Oh, the ticket prices.
Yeah.
How much? How much did you pay, Alicia?
300 a ticket.
300.
300.
That's
yeah.
all right. I did see that thing with Peter Garrett yesterday. And anyway, I don't want to get into that. It's too controversial at the moment. But
I tried. Oh, you know what? I tried to get it, but Westpac wouldn't let me get my money out.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I haven't seen Alastair McLeod since we were making bras together recently.
Sounds very peculiar.
What's it called? Bras by the Stars, raising money for the Wesley Hospital Choices.
Wesley Choices, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll both get a window seat in heaven. I mean, what did you do for your bra?
I outsourced it.
Yeah, I know, but what did you do?
Oh, what did I do?
Yeah,
Butterflies.
A butterfly.
yeah. Predictable. I did melons. I'm a cook, so I did big, huge watermelons, yeah. Yeah.
What was it, a bra for you, or did you just select the size? Because Suze, you went double D or something.
Well,
didn't
they
you?
gave us a bra, which
Oh,
was way
they
too,
gave it to you. Is it?
Yeah, it was way too large for me. Was
Yeah.
yours too big for you? Your
No,
bra?
mine was
We
the same
weren't
size
supposed
as
to wear
yours. My goodness.
16B. Anyway, you're not here for that today. You're here for something else. So Alastair McLeod's a famous chef. I first came across him actually at Brett's Wharf back in the
Yeah.
day. That's where back in 1996, I had a big business meeting there with my manager. Rob Woodhouse was going to become my manager after the Olympics, and that's where we had the big powwow meeting. So whenever I see you, I think of, wow, that's when my life changed. I had a meeting with Rob Woodhouse, my manager, and we signed a contract.
How
at
much
Brett's
influence did Alastair have
Tear
on
in
it?
either eye.
Yeah.
Wharf. Yeah, he had a big influence in my life.
Alastair.
There's a nice wee spot there. I mean, Queensland seafood, my goodness. Some of the best, surely Malulaback king prawns, Moreton Bay bugs, Kringle oysters. It's all you
Harvey
need.
Bay scallops.
Thank you.
Yes.
I think I can do it myself. Yeah.
I'm trying to help out, scallops.
But you're not anywhere, so you're part of this
Why are you
festival.
giving me those?
Oh, so
But
you can hear Luttsy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, sorry, because I'm in LA. Whack them on there, mate.
You're in what?
So you that's why you're looking at me on a television screen. But you're not at a restaurant these days, but are you? You're not a resident chef or whatever at a restaurant.
Let's say, no, I have a catering business and have done
Yes.
for the last 12 years, which means that no 2 days are the same, you know?
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm doing something at the district court. Tonight I'm doing something at some medical thing, do a lot of weddings. So you're in that constant,
Really?
you're
Yeah.
in that constant state of flux, whereas a restaurant, there's sort of a hamster wheel aspect to it. And so, yeah, I love it. I love it. And, you know, once you've got a few runs on the board, people will trust you. They'll say, oh, just feed us, you know, and it's a lovely thing. And to be able to sort of synthesize a sort of snapshot of everything that is at its best in the southeast Queensland at any given time of the year, that's the heart of good cooking. It's not cutting stuff into rhombuses and doing dots and foams or any of that shit. You know, it's about the produce, the producer, the provenance, the source, the origin, the time of year. You know, I mean, if you think of the best meal you ever had, it could be, you know, I don't know, some great Mexican in Los Angeles. It could be, you know, a bacon sandwich in Kingaroy, a cheese baguette on the banks of the Seine. It's unlikely it's going to be the levitating dessert at the Fat Duck, you know. And whilst Heston Blumenthal's an amazing cook, you know, I'm very clear of, for me, what good food is and what good food isn't. Food that delights rather than food that impresses.
Yeah,
Those
right.
prawns that you served me at Chris Parsons' wedding, they were delicious.
What was so good about them?
Hang on a minute.
Well-
Hang on a minute. I mean, you know, when you cater, I mean, Parso's a generous man, but, you know,
Yeah.
there's an allocation of how many prawns you're
I
allowed.
must have had
Did he
200
just
of them.
face himself? Did he
Oh,
go
my-
up above the
I had
quota?
I had to tell him. I had to stand in. If you wouldn't mind, he was hogging the seafood station.
I would believe that.
I was pretending to have a conversation with Alastair for about half an hour, just eating his prawns. I think you were actually peeling them, and I was just eating them.
I had to peel his prawns for him. Part of eating local seafood is that visceral contact,
Yes.
that
Yes.
romance. No, can you
No.
peel my prawns for me, McLeod? Yes, certainly, Luttsy.
I know what you're doing, David. You're just talking to me so you can get my prawns off me.
That was the best meal of my life.
I was saying to one of the chefs, I think he's flirting with me.
He's flirting with the prawns.
You know, I was watching that Bradley Cooper movie the other day, Burnt. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen it or not.
Yeah, I have seen it, yeah.
But and I don't know, but I saw that Gordon.
All chefs are handsome.
Yeah, of course,
He'd
granted.
play you. Yeah.
I saw that Gordon Ramsay was a 3-star Michelin chef in that film where he's going to be a 3-star with
Yep.
very elite. But Gordon Ramsay was an executive producer on it. And I thought, they must have brought him in to sort of make sure that it's credible and
To make the chopping look authentic and
yeah,
stuff.
sort of,
Yeah.
and that the kitchen runs the way that a kitchen would run.
That's not the way you swear.
Yes.
This is how you swear.
Well, this is it. It's like that these chefs in these films, like they seem to be such narcissistic, I would say. Like really
Thank you.
aggressive people. Really aggressive people, and it didn't seem like a kitchen is like a place to muck around. Like it's like, is that an accurate reflection of like of what it's like?
I mean, the heat of the kitchen isn't just temperature, you know. I mean, it is a real crucible. It is this sort of really autocratic place. You know, you're working on low single figures net profit. Conversation took a serious turn there.
Yeah.
And so there comes with it a real sense of just urgency. You're trying to do, you know, 100 hours work in 60 hours,
Yeah.
you know, kind of thing. And yeah, it's a demanding place to be. I mean, you either love the
Stressful.
adrenaline. Yeah, it is stressful.
Yes.
But you love the adrenaline and the pace of it and the heat and the energy. And ultimately what you love is the feedback. You know, Mark Twain said you can live for 2 months on a single compliment. And so that's your wages as a cook. It's not, let's look at the monthly report. You know, I mean, all that stuff's important, but
Yeah.
really it's just that sheer the narcissism,
the validation,
That's right.
I
that's
appreciate
right.
what you're doing. I appreciate your gift.
You're driving home and you immediately know your place in the universe. You know,
Yeah.
it's a magic thing.
Oh, that's great.
What's this thing this weekend that you're part of? The Good Food and Wine show.
Yeah, next weekend, Good Food and Wine Show, 25th to the 7th at the Convention Centre. Susie O'Neill, I reckon, apart from the Great Wall of China, it would be one of the few things you could see from space. I mean, fair income. They get like 30,000 people coming through. Maybe not that many. Doesn't matter. I've said it now. Coming through the front door. It gives us the peeps this one-stop shop of food. And booze and spirits and education, entertainment. It's I mean, we've come such a long way on our food TV word journey. I mean, I know that when I'm doing cooking demos, instead of people saying, "Excuse me, dear, handsome chef,"
Exactly like Brad Cooper.
That's what they say.
Yes.
Can I get the recipe? Now they say, where'd you get those ingredients from? Which shows of a sort of maturing on where we're at. And so you go to this Good Food and Wine Show, and it's this one-stop shop. You get this wonderful snapshot, this State of the Union of all the best, farmers, fishers, growers, producers, brewers, distillers, winemakers from all around Queensland and from all around Australia. And they're the people who've got the dirt under their fingernails. And then you get to see it through the eyes of some of the most well-known cooks in the country. People like, Donna Hay's going to be there, Kirsten Tibbles, up-and-coming chef Miguel Maestri. That guy, he's not from Spain at all. Absolute cobblers. Yeah.
It sounds great. The Good Food and Wine Show. It's Brisbane, not this weekend, next weekend, but you can pick up the tickets at goodfoodshow.com.au. Goodfoodshow.com.au. Great to have you, mate. Alastair McLeod. Thanks, mate.
Pleasure
Cheers,
doing
mate.
business. Same time next week.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I'm smarter than Suze.
Brighton Homes includes aircon, flooring, steel frames and solar as standard. You don't need to be smarter than Suze to discover why it's better with Brighton.
My God, here's a woman who has a lot on her plate. Sarah out of Bridgeman Downs. Good morning.
How are you going?
I'm going all right. Sarah's got 4 kids, 10, 15, and then twin 14-year-olds.
Certainly do. 2 different school drop-offs too.
Oh, dear.
Jeez. Are the kids in the car now?
They're in the car. Say hi. Hi.
That's a full car.
Well, this could be the greatest
Have we ever
gimp
had
of all
twins to a
time.
gimp? Yeah.
Well, there's more. It's the twins plus the others as well.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
I had 3 under 1.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
How's that even
Yeah.
possible?
So I had 1, and then a 4-month-old, and then I fell pregnant with twins, and then they were
my
2 months
goodness.
early.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
God. Well, my mum had 3 kids. 18, in 18 months. Me and Luke and then
No, that's not
Peter.
as good.
She talks about it as if it was her Vietnam.
Absolutely. And people used to say it would get better, and now I've got teenagers. It definitely didn't get better.
Oh no! Oh, Luttsy, are you listening to this? If
incredible.
Sarah doesn't win, I mean, there's got to be some goodies for her and the kids in the kickback cave.
In the cave. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think we've ever had a full way gimp before live. So
No, never.
We're
Definitely
breaking
not
new
twins.
ground today. Let's get into it, Sarah. See if you can impress the kids. 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. According to the saying, there's no use crying over spilt what?
Milk.
What is the only bird that can fly backwards?
Don't know.
Who wrote the book Cat in the Hat?
Dr. Seuss.
In which Australian state would you find Eggs and Bacon Bay?
Don't know.
Spell recommend.
RECOMENDED.
Stop the clock.
Oh, God, that was terrible. It's so different in the car.
Nobody is judging you, Sarah. Nobody.
A
Okay.
little bit.
Oh, except your 4 kids, of course. If you don't
yeah.
win, you'll never hear the end of it.
Well, they can't hear what I've just been dished out, so at least that's a good thing.
What did Sarah have on the clock there?
A Lutsy's
Mitchell?
left in it.
Just a Lutsy's, 1 second left on the clock. Okay, why don't you count them in, Sarah? Lutsy's in LA. He's standing by to critique the 4 kids aged 10, 15 and then twin 14-year-olds for a live gimp. You count them in.
All right, ready, guys, to say it? 3, 2, 1.
Pretty impressive. Was that I felt the 10-year-old went a little early.
Yeah, she did. And the boy didn't say anything.
Oh, no.
Which one? The 15-year-old?
Yeah, the 14-year-old boy. He's like, oh.
One of the twins didn't go there.
Yeah, one of the twins.
Well, that surprises me. Which one?
Kai.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
Kai
now
all over,
I'm
isn't it?
really going to embarrass
I
him
reckon we make Kai do one by himself.
now. Yeah, Kai, you need to do one by yourself now, they said.
Count him in.
Ready, Kai, go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's 15-year-old attitude. That's not 14-year-old. He's ahead of his time.
I'm not doing a bloody gimp, Mum, okay? I told you before I was going to do it.
I give Kai a 3 out of 10, and I give the other guys 8 3/4.
Oh, you got 8 3/4 out of 10, Guy. Kai, you got 3.
I'll teach him.
Here's Conrad. Oh, no.
Susie O'Neill! Hold the phone, Freddie! Susie O'Neill! It will be a miracle! You won't see anything like that again this year!
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am. I am ready.
Well, good luck. Here we go. 30 seconds on the clock, and your time starts now. According to the saying, there's no use crying over spilt
Milk.
What is the only bird that can fly backwards?
Penguin.
Who wrote the book Cat in the Hat?
Dr. Zeus.
In which Australian state would you find Eggs and Bacon Bay?
South Australia.
Spell recommend.
RECOMMENED.
Stop the clock. Tukomi. Tukomi this, Tukomi that.
Sarah.
Oh, we haven't. Did you look at Sarah's details? 4 kids. 10, 15 and twin 14-year-olds.
God.
She had,
I know.
She had three kids within 12 months.
Oh, my God. How's that?
That might be a world record.
Are you
I
tired?
still remember football feeding the twins and trying to hold up the 11-month-old while she's learning to walk.
Oh,
Jeez.
wow.
Does everyone know what football feeding is?
No.
Do you want to explain that, Sarah?
Is it feeding the
Sorry,
kids while you're
Mummy.
watching the football?
It's like holding the babies like a football under your arm, so 2 of them.
Oh.
So breastfeeding, yeah.
Did the twins have their favourite? That doesn't matter. Okay.
Did you? You're a twin,
I don't know.
did you?
I just actually
Kai
just thought of
like
it. I
the
just
left.
I
Kai
wonder if
like
you-
the left. He
I wonder
always
if
has.
you gravitate towards one or the other. Someone ring my
No,
mum
they
and ask her
just-
which
they
breast
just got
I
what they
prefer.
got.
They got what they got.
It's just whatever. Okay. According to the saying, there's no use crying over spilt what? Spilt milk is correct. 1-1. Speaking of that, yeah.
I think I've got 1.
What is the only bird
What?
that can fly backwards? Yeah, no pantsing, Sarah, which is great. No, the only bird that can fly backwards, Sue said the penguin.
Can penguins
I
fly?
don't think penguins can fly full stop.
No.
But are penguins a bird? Probably. Yeah, they'd have to be.
Do you
wouldn't
find that funny, Sarah?
Laughing. At least I think we both got something wrong then.
they? You said I don't know, Sarah. It is the anyone
Oh,
hummingbird.
I got no idea.
Hummingbird.
Really? They fly backwards.
Apparently, they're the only ones. The Cat in the Hat was written by Dr. Seuss. You both got that.
Yay.
2-2.
Yay.
Top of the 4th. In which Australian state would you find Eggs and Bacon Bay? Sue said South Australia.
Sounds South Australian.
Doesn't it?
Sarah said, I don't know. Correct answer is Tasmania. Tasmania.
Must be near Glass
Why
House
wouldn't they
Bay.
call it Bacon and Eggs Bay too, by the way? Like eggs and bacon. Like
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like
Totally.
Classic Tasman.
Oh, bloody Tasmanians.
No?
What about them, mate?
See, they kept that secret.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. It's down the south of Hobart. And then the final question, spell recommend.
God.
You
Got
both
lost.
got that wrong. This is how you spell it. RECOMMEND is recommend. It's a 2-2 draw, but I think Sue's got it on time.
7 seconds. Suze.
Yeah,
Not to worry.
always on time.
I have an advantage.
And so we said anyway that maybe Sarah would deserve something more than the $200 that was on offer anyway. So let's get to the cave.
Yeah, Mitch, just head into the cave for me, mate, if you can, so I can just, with that camera, so I can see what's going on. If you could, mate. There you go. Because it's down here. I think Lockie was saying he put one in yesterday, and there was also one in there today. Just shine the torch over there for me, mate. Yep, here it is. I found it. Mm-hmm. Fat Boy Slim loves Australia tour.
Yay!
Bringing the summer's biggest outdoor rave to Sirame Wines Mount Cotton. It's March 23. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster, but you have won a double pass. That's going to be an absolute cracker out there at Sirame. Can't wait. Good on you. Well done.
Great.
What about 4 tickets to Nova's Night at the Movies too? Have you got that?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Venom, Tom Hardy back in this romantic comedy. No, it's not. It's an action comedy. Yeah, that's going to be great. So I'll give you 4 tickets to that so all the kids can go, even Kai, the little whinger.
Fabulous.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I just got it was a work day feed day yesterday at work, so there's leftover burgers in the fridge, everyone. If you want to have one.
Ooh.
From Waffles and Burgers.
Yeah, hashtag. They look good.
Can you smell it? It's a cheeseburger I've got.
Yeah, it smells amazing. There's a waffle one in there as well, like a waffle burger.
Yeah, waffles on either side.
Yes, I know. And I want to...
What?
Yeah.
Waffles as the bread.
What, the bun is 2 waffles?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm about to fire a song off. You got 3 minutes. You want to get to the kitchen and heat that bad boy up. I was going to say it's got just my name on it. It's actually got Judy's name on it from over in Sales.
It does have actually Judy's name.
I know. I didn't think about
it.
it.
It's got Judy written all over it, doesn't it?
Yeah, but
literally
classic Judy.
I want to say if it's not claimed on the day like yesterday when we had a staff lunch, that it's a free for all.
Rachel's has left, and Jenny has left one in there too.
What did Rachel get?
Gluten free.
Yeah, that's right. There, she's got that situation going on.
There's a lot of letters on Rachel's.
Yeah, there is.
On the cardboard box.
Yeah.
You don't want to touch it.
Not free, gluten free, dairy free.
Rachel caused enough, dramas at the Broncos presentation ball last week. We had a great Nova table, and the food they're trying to bring over to Rachel. I'm sorry, I need this adjustment. I need these little. Like, come on, stop making.
Yeah, she was annoying at that venue. I turned around during that. Remember, Mitch, and she was just filming me. Just like.
No consent.
Just filming me. No consent.
Yep.
I'm going to drop gluten in her coffee just to see what happens.
Oh, no, don't.
What happened? Well, what would happen?
She gets diarrhea.
Does she really?
Yeah, that's what happens.
She'd be stoked when talking about this.
They haven't got the hairs to
Good morning, Rachel.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Burr! It's cold in here. I said there must be some content in the atmosphere.
There you go. Now, who's the defending champion here? We got Lachlan up against Alicia today.
Oh, yeah, it was me last week.
Was it?
I thought it was you, Lockie, but you're right, it was me.
No, Alicia ended Nick's Nick's unbeaten streak of 7 or whatever it was.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then he's like, "Do you know what? It's actually a good thing because I'm going to be away this week."
I wasn't going to be here anyway.
Yeah.
That's cute.
So
He planned it afterwards because he didn't want to face up to lose.
who's going first?
I'll go first.
All right.
Here we go.
A worrying trend could spell the end of one of Ash's favourite desserts.
It's got my attention.
I'm interested to know what my favourite dessert is.
It'll be Biscoff?
Biscoff and ice cream.
Speaking of, there is a tub of ice cream in the kitchen out by reception that's got literally your name on it.
Yeah,
Can you please take it? Because every time I go out there and I see that tub and I just want to...
That was my birthday present.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't respect you so much. If you were just some nufty over the other side of the building, I would have had a couple of spoonfuls by now. But I like you too much.
All right. Well, that's piqued my interest. Okay, Alicia.
Why Nicole Kidman really lost her cool at Paris Fashion Week with Salma Hayek.
Gee, that's juicy as well.
Yeah, I am curious about that.
It certainly roused my interest. I'm going to go that one, Alicia.
So am I, because I saw the video. I don't understand what the problem is.
We'll find out in the podcast.
I tried to help you out.
Go back to Q Cup, mate.
Would you have voted
You've
for
already
Lockie?
decided.
I was going to choose that.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's 2 out of 3. Yeah.
I pitched directly to Ash, so I was hoping that I'd at least get his.
Well,
You
you
got
got the
my
name in
interest,
there.
but these two, they want the Nicole Kidman. So what's going on?
So they were... a video sort of went viral a few weeks ago when they were at Paris Fashion Week because allegedly it was because Nicole Kidman put her arm around Salma Hayek or the other way around, and they were like, "Don't touch me," and it became sort of like this viral video that they were having a bit of a spat on the red carpet.
Nicole stormed off, actually.
Yeah, and then she
Straight
stormed
after
off, which was kind of the big news. But now it's come out that apparently they stopped to have a chat on the red carpet, and the photographers were still yelling at them, do a pose, and then that's why she stormed off, because she was sick of the photographers. Whether or not
So
that's...
no beef with Selma.
Well, whether or not that's a cover-up story is, because it seems...
Why would those two be at war with each other?
Well,
they shared a man at
Why
some
would you
point.
stop down to just have a chat in the middle of the red carpet anyway?
But what was the brand? The brand was starting with B, and Selma, what's her last name?
Balenciaga.
And Selma...
Yeah.
Remind me again of her last
Selma
name.
Hayek's husband,
is the CEO of that company.
Yeah, owns the company, but Nicole is a brand ambassador.
Yeah.
So there was also talk about, is this about money? Is something going on with the brand?
Or a power thing, because Selma's the wife of the CEO. They were saying that she was trying to boss Nicole around for the photo because she was trying to help out her husband, and Nicole was, don't touch me and don't push me into a certain position. I'm an ambassador and I'll do what I like. But that wasn't true.
Your
that's
husband
what
might be a CEO, but my husband's a country music singer.
Country music,
from Caboolture.
With beautiful hair.
So get your filthy hands off, yeah. He's a more beautiful woman than the two of us put together.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I found myself going down all sorts of rabbit warrens yesterday on social media in the wake of Elon Musk. I must have watched that video of that rocket returning to base, I don't know, a fair few times yesterday. And then, every now and then, I don't know if it ever happens to you, where you just get, where it just spins you out space.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And I found myself Googling, how was Earth created? Going back to the Big Bang and trying to get trying to fathom how we're all here.
And how long it's been going for, and the expansiveness of space.
Or how short it's been going for as well. I sometimes think that.
Like us.
Humans, have we actually a really small piece in time?
We have been, just on Earth, we have been around for just a moment.
Okay.
And
have you heard that one they say if
the
you
ice ages that we've had?
Yeah.
The Earth has been frozen.
They say if you look at all of time since the Big Bang as a calendar year, humanity has only shown up at somewhere in the 8:59 p.m. The last minute of the day, of December 31.
Yeah.
We've been here for a fraction of nothing compared to everything else.
Yeah, it blows my mind. And then the news today that NASA has just sent another. Try and fathom this. NASA has just sent a rocket to go to Jupiter. It is 1.8 billion miles away. 1.8
what is?
billion Jupiter.
Yeah.
Jupiter.
1.8 billion miles away. It's going to take them 6 years.
6 years to get there.
Yeah.
When it gets there, it's got 9 different instruments on it, which will study the surface
musical instruments
of
The
I mean, what good is a ukulele on Jupiter?
Yeah.
So no people on board.
No people on board, but it'll measure the thickness of the ice crust. Like apparently Jupiter is covered in...
It's the moon they're going to, Europa.
The moon of yes. Yeah, and it's covered
the moon
by
of Jupiter.
Like a 10-mile ice thick of
layer.
ice. But then that's frozen water. There could be life there.
Ooh,
But
okay.
So does it come back, or do they just send does it bring back samples, or what's going?
Well, that's what they're hoping to do. They're hoping that because every now and then they have these explosions, and they're saying because the sun must be so far away from Jupiter that it doesn't have the warmth that it can then create. Is it photosynthesis?
Yeah.
Which would so if there is life, it might just be very basic bacteria. Which is what we had on Earth as well.
God, how bizarre.
Before it all happened. But, yeah, it's a good moment to just sort of try and be able to comprehend it and fathom it. And then have a look at Einstein and what he was able to do when he was around. Like, that guy could be one of the greatest human beings of all time with the predictions that he made, the scope of his mind to be able to comprehend gravity and all of the rest of it, it's incredible.
There's a piece of audio, I don't have it with me now because I've just remembered it while you're talking about it. I might have to play it in the podcast where they said, like, he made predictions where he couldn't prove it with the technology of his time, but decades after his death, they were able to say, oh, yeah, two stars that spin around each other and how close they move together every year. He had it, like, he predicted it absolutely correct.
I think he predicted that those two particular stars move together at a rate of something like 7 millimetres per year. That they moved this is what he predicted. And then in the last couple of years, they've been able to work it out that he was actually right.
Yeah.
Oh, what a genius.
How? I don't know.
And at the time, he would have been telling his mates over a bit, it's like, shut up, Albert, you're drunk. 7 millimetres.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Press play. Get ready for the ultimate Halloween party on the Brisbane River. I'm afraid of no ghosts. Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill's Halloween cruise on Oasis. Your ultimate weekend escape on the Brisbane River.
Let's say hello to Scott out of Roachdale. What's going on, mate?
Morning, guys. It's an easy one this morning.
Nice.
Easy like Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you going dressed as, and what would you wear I'm trying to work out how we'd know it was you. Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, this one I was going to go with Walter White.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So what is
I've already got a lot of stuff. Yeah, got a lot of the stuff already.
We're talking the yellow jumpsuit.
When he's in the lab.
Yeah, I'll see if it's still in good shape.
Have you got a mate that can come along as your sidekick, Jesse? Science,
possibly.
man.
No, I don't know. I'll have to go through the list and see who's worthy of coming along.
It's a 2 tickets, isn't it?
It is.
2 tickets.
Well, actually, 3 tickets.
Oh, hang on, 3.
Yeah. You can bring Chicken Man.
Oh, yeah. Gus Fring.
Yeah.
That might be the go. Yeah, if I see if we can sort Timo out, see if we can get one of them.
Jeez, I might come dressed as Tuco. That'd be good, actually.
There you go.
Ash walking along.
Tape! Yeah. I like that.
All night.
Yeah. Tape!
Who says that again? That's not Chicken Man, is it?
That's Tuco.
That's Tuco.
Oh, that is.
Yeah.
What does he look like?
He's is he Mexican? Or?
Yeah.
Mexican.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to. What about shaving your head? How much are we committing to this, Scott?
No. I'm actually going to see if I can get hold of one of those rubber masks.
A rubber mask. I mean, Bryan Cranston wore a rubber mask of his own face to a convention one day, so no one would know that he was walking the floor.
Really?
So,
Okay, that's it.
Yep.
That's all right.
Track it down, Scott.
I like my hair. I like my hair too much.
All right. And what about a music choice to add to our playlist on the night?
I went with Darude Sandstorm. That's the party song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a nice throwback. It'll build up slowly.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, this is it.
Here we go. Building.
Yeah, like this.
Oh,
Gives you a chance to get to the D floor when you hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe request this just before they tell us that the party's wrapping up and kick it on for another hour or two, Scott, you know?
Yeah.
You start tapping your foot on the side of the dance floor.
All the old ones are coming late.
No one's leaving when this one goes on. Scott, you and 3 mates coming on Breaking Bad style. We will see you on board Oasis October 31st, Halloween night.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I'm going to have a look this afternoon after the show, LA time, obviously, at 2 of the Olympic venues for LA 2028. The Olympics immediately preceding, of course, Brisbane 2032. SoFi Stadium, Suze, with that stadium I've been to before for a couple of NFL games, and is something like it's the greatest stadium I've ever seen. In my experiences and travels, you feel like you're on another planet. It's like something from that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Total Recall. You feel like you're on Mars. It's an incredible stadium with that halo screen, the 360-degree screen inside and outside. It's where the swimming will be for the 2028 Olympics, which is going to be mind-blowing.
How many people will hold for the swimming, out of interest? Like 30,000?
They haven't announced, but I'd say it'd probably be, with the reconfiguration and everything, probably around 30 to 35,000. The actual stadium holds more than 70, but obviously with swimming they have to make some changes. But so that's amazing. And then just to the south of that, in the same precinct, is the Intuit Dome, which is where the LA Clippers play basketball. And it's only 59 days old. It only opened in August, and it's an incredible. That's where the basketball is going to be at the Olympics. But just I'm looking at some of the stats of that now. It sounds incredible, and it's something worth looking at on both respects. Obviously, we're still talking about where this bloody stadium is going to get built for the 2032 Olympics. Keeping in mind that the space age SoFi Stadium is going to be the main Olympic stadium immediately before Brisbane. And then also this other arena, which is where the Clippers play, which I'm heading to this afternoon, which I guess we can draw on for Brisbane Arena or Brisbane Live, which is the proposed arena that's going to be built over the next 5 to 6 years at the moment at the Roma Street Parklands in Brisbane, which is going to be a game changer for Brisbane as well. Some of the cool things, just quickly, it's got one of those halo boards in that arena as well. So it's that 360-degree screen, which is amazing, which they have at SoFi, which is the future of how we sort of consume visually all the stats and everything and all the replays during the game when you're at the stadium. There's also a thing they call the wall, which is 51 consecutive rows of seats, and it's behind, in the basketball sense, the opposition bench. It's behind the baseline adjacent to that, where only Clippers fans are allowed to sit. So imagine no corporate suites, anything, just 51 rows of seats going right back. Obviously, but depending on who's playing, whatever team you're supporting, just all those supporters, which is pretty cool. The other cool thing they've got is they have 3 times the league average when it comes to toilets and urinals. There's 1,100 toilets. So the fans obviously can get back to their seats quicker, which is more than 3 times the average number of toilets at basketball stadiums in America.
Is there more girls and boys toilets? Because that's always the problem at stadiums. And they're talking about...
Yeah, there's always a line-up for the girls.
Yeah. And they're saying there should be 3 to 1. Women's new stadiums, there should be 3 times as many women's toilets as men.
You know, it's so true, and it's like, and depending on what event it is, just they should be interchangeable.
Yes, I like that idea too.
Because Taylor Swift's going to have more girls than an NRL grand final, as an example. So I don't know, I'll be checking all that out today, but it's pretty cool. There's retail space under it, so they're utilising the stadium in a way where it's not just used on game days, which is something I've had discussions with Ash about how stadiums are starting to utilise that space on a day-to-day basis, because it's such a large chunk. And for the Olympics in Brisbane, though, the new stadiums will be such a massive chunk of geographically of real estate. How do you utilise what, and this is in the words of Eddie Maguire, the same infrastructure as a 70-storey skyscraper that's only used for a couple of hours a week. So how do you utilise that space on a daily basis, whether it's retail or offices or even residential like we're seeing? So really interesting. Going to check out those 2 stadiums today and hopefully come back with some great stuff.
David,
up to 2032.
With that Intuit Dome, is that what it's called, the Intuit Dome?
Yeah, Intuit Dome.
So and if the Clippers play there, where do the Lakers play in LA? They play, because
Crypto.com, it's the old Staples Center, which I think is at the moment it's called Crypto.com Stadium Arena.
So, because there's nothing wrong with that. I've watched plenty of sport there over the time too. Like, is that being utilised for the Olympics, or have they got that much gear over there that they're not even going to be using the Staples Center for the Olympics?
It's a good question. I'll have to have a look, because I'm looking at the list now. They've changed all the names because obviously it's just called, like, it's not, they don't use the corporate names. It's just like Inglewood Arena and stuff like that. But I think, I'm sure they're using the Crypto.com Stadium. They'd have to be. But I'll check it out and I'll let you know.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
They call me baby driver, and once upon a pair of wheels I used to roll around
Yeah, no need for the bell today, Ash.
No.
Going back old school, baby driver's back out in the street.
What doing?
Wow.
We do have a bell out here. I don't know if you can hear that. It's not quite as good as Ash's big bell, but we're having a lot of fun because it's Takeaway Tuesday today, and our friends at Subway have jumped on board to help one lucky workplace celebrate. We're here with Kelly. And Kelly, I was trying to get your advice on how to pronounce actually the name of your company. What's the official pronunciation?
It's called the De Pasquale Group of Companies.
And they used to, this is well before my time, but Nanda pasta was their big thing. They've now sold that. They
sponsor of Norths. Sponsor of Norths back in the day.
Yes, we actually have a framed jersey up on our wall.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now, is it true that Nanda is like a reworking of the suburb Nunda?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you know that, Ash?
Yeah, well, you had told me that, but when I think of Nanda, I just go straight to the Devils, 1980, smoking Joe Kilroy, and winning the premiership. I mean, that's been a proud relationship between Nanda and the Devs.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Part of history on the north side.
Yeah.
Well, as far as sporting sponsorships goes, you got Nanda, the Devs, iconic. Subway, they sponsor the Socceroos at the moment. I know what I'm going to be doing tonight at 8:35. I'm going to be eating some Subway, watching the Socceroos take on Japan, because Subway have jumped on board. They're helping us out and going to be providing $250 for this lucky workplace. I don't know about you. What's your go-to Subway order, Kelly?
It would be chicken teriyaki, sweet chili sauce, barbecue sauce, and it's toasted.
Nice. Unreal. You can get the whole the platters for the whole office. Kelly's the first one here this morning, so I think having a full platter to herself, it might be a bit much, but some cookies as well. It's unreal. It's all a great time. Subway has your office catering covered with the Subway sub, wrap, and cookie platters available now via the Subway app. So jump on board, jump on the Nova Player app, and we could be visiting you next week, delivering some delicious takeaway for Takeaway Tuesday.
Thank you, baby driver. Congratulations to Kelly. And jump on board and we could be bringing it out to you next week.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
We've all been talking off here what we are watching at home at the moment at night. So I wanted to give you a snapshot of what my life's like, and then maybe people can mention what they're watching. So we've really got into Grand Designs. The new Grand Designs on ABC has started, and it's an Australian show where Kevin McLeod does the English show. I don't know if you've seen that Grand Designs.
Yeah, I love it.
Overseas. Yeah, there's an Australian one now with a guy called Anthony, who's excellent presenter, and so they've released a new series of the Australian houses. So they go and
that's good.
Yeah, they watch a house being built, and usually there's a story behind the couple. Quite often it's sad.
And they must have been, because it's always annoying when you're watching it and then it comes up on the screen September 2014. I'm like, where are the new ones? We need new stuff. It must take 3 years to actually film it, like to have them in the can, because they start from the start of the building of the house, and sometimes these houses take a couple of years to build.
Well, this series I'm watching, it's 2023. It's pretty recent, really recent.
Wow.
And it's the second lot of Australian series. The first one that also was on this year, that big house on Kangaroo Point, Lamb House. They did a big thing on that one. So have you heard of Lamb House? It's
the one where
right on the
is that the
Kangaroo Point Cliffs. It's one when what? What?
What's the name lived there?
Troy Cassadaly.
No, she did not.
And Laurel Edwards.
No. Is that what you said? Is that what you thought?
We said that once. There's no truth to it whatsoever.
Oh, really?
I think Ash said it, actually.
We spread the rumour that's been true.
Oh, really? It's the biggest...
They had to come out and say, no, that's not our house. That's that one, though. That's the one before the last house before the thing started, is that it?
Yeah, above the cliffs.
Yeah.
Who does live there, Susan? It's not KM initials?
Last name Wilson.
No,
okay.
It? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're...
Okay. That's a different person, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I think I do know who it is.
They're named in the show, so it's fine. But it's funny. So now this is our night. So we get our dinner, we put it in front of the TV, we watch Grand Designs, and then I usually go after dinner. I take the plates back and get a cup of tea and some biscuits for us. When I come back, yes, I've reached that age.
On your fine china?
No, I should use your best china. But by the time I come back with the cup of tea and the biscuit, you played a bit of your dog snoring just before Luttsy where he is.
That's not a metaphor, by the way.
So
I did have a dog snoring.
When I come back with the tea and the biscuits and Cliff's sitting on the couch, he actually looks like the guy from Weekend at Bernie's, like a dead person.
And he's passed out.
He's passed out, and his head is at a really odd angle, and I just hear this.
Arrowroot?
Digestibles, actually.
Do you put a bit of Metamucil in your tea?
great idea.
I mean, you're killing 3 birds with 1 stone there.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
YoPlay double
Double
play.
your happiness with YoPlay. Each tub made with the goodness of real fruit and dollops of happiness. Enjoy a tub of joy and YoPlay your day.
Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill's YoPlay Double Play.
Yeah, grand final was the earlier tease. It was either going to be Katy Perry or the kid. So Katy Perry today.
She was the first thing that came to mind.
You did very well. So did Mel. Daisy Hill, first one through. Good morning, Mel.
Hello.
You've been listening all morning?
My whole drive to work. So, yeah, I can't believe I got through. I'm so excited.
Not only did you get through, thanks to our mates at YoPlay, $1,000.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Nova and YoPlay.
Oh, wow. You still going to go to work, or maybe you can do it?
Tell him to shove it.
I pulled over in the car park and now I've got to park up and off to work. So.
Just go flash it around, you know.
Yeah.
Just gloat about it,
it's
I
worth
think.
being a few minutes late, isn't it?
Exactly right.
Shout some coffees.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever.
Amazing. You've made my day, guys. Thank you so very, very much.
No worries. All thanks to our mates at YoPlay. You can double your happiness with YoPlay. Each tub made with the goodness of real food and dollops of happiness. Open a tub of joy and YoPlay your day.
Didn't Mel have wonderful manners?
She did. She
I
seems
like that.
Yes.
Well bred.
She's very pleasant.
Yeah, she was more than pleasant. She was great. Yeah.
Excited. We can't give it more, can we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, mate.
No. I'm getting the head shake.
No.
No,
Who said no?
just a straight up $1,000. Okay, but that's what manners gets
Listen,
you.
you
So
brought
tomorrow.
it up, Mitch.
Yeah.
You brought the idea up.
I
We're all
just
happy
wanted to
just
see
give
how
her
much Susie actually really liked her. I mean, manners. That's what we're trying to teach everyone.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I'm smarter than I'm smarter than Suze.
Brighton Homes includes aircon, flooring, steel frames and solar as standard. You don't need to be smarter than Suze to discover why it's better with Brighton.
Georgia out of Upper Coomera.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Yeah, I spoke to you guys yesterday morning.
Oh, what, on Smarter Than
What?
Suze or what?
No, it was after the 2 Oasis songs.
Well, you're joking. So, was that you won $1,000 yesterday?
It was, and I'm currently 16,000th in the queue for tickets.
Oh, really?
wow.
Yeah.
Well, are you having the week?
You're going through a lucky streak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am actually. I listen all the time, so it's strange to get through twice.
What are you doing with your $1,000?
I don't know. Well, if I
Oasis
can get
tickets.
through these, if I can get through these people, I don't know what's hiding in that cave, but might need to get through these people and see if there's anything left.
Oh, good luck.
Thank you.
Well, you don't need it, actually.
You've got it.
Yeah, you got it on your side. You'll probably breeze through this. All right, let's go, Georgia. Upper Coomera, let's go. 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. What is a barometer used to measure?
Weather.
Who sings the 2019 hit Cruel Summer?
Taylor Swift.
Mountaineer Sir Edmund Hillary was from which country?
Pass.
Mount Panorama is located in which New South Wales town?
Pass.
During daylight savings, is Victoria 1 hour ahead or behind Queensland?
Ahead.
Just got that one in.
Accepting that, yeah. But went the distance.
Gosh.
Yes, you definitely went the distance. You used up all the time, but we're accepting that final answer, which might be critical. I think you're up against it. I think your winning streaks come to a bit of an end. You're going to be relying on young David's generosity in the cave, I think. But we'll see. See how you go. Here's who was Conrad? Conrad Sewell, bringing in the gimp.
Bring in the gift. Bring in the gift. Bring in the gift. Bring in the gift. Can you bring in the gift? Can you bring in the gift? Bring in the gift. I said, bring in the gift. Bring in the gift. Bring in the gift. Bring in the gift. Oh, won't you bring in the gift? Can you bring in the gift? Can
outstanding. That was outstanding.
Susie O'Neill! Hold the phone, Freddie! Susie O'Neill! It will be a miracle! You won't see anything like that again this year!
I can already tell. What's that called? Is it an earworm? What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be me today. I'll be walking around. Can't you bring in the gimp? Can't you bring in the gimp? Bring in the gimp.
Okay.
Let's get down to business.
Serious
Stop
nature.
Let's
mucking
get
around.
down. Let's get down to business.
30 seconds on the clock. Your
Georgia
time.
from Upacomerica.
You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it.
What?
Georgia won the $1,000 yesterday for the Oasis double play.
No.
Yeah.
She's on a streak.
That's awesome. Wonder how she's getting through so easily.
She's just got the Midas
Fast
touch.
phone.
Love it.
Fiddle fingers.
Fiddle fingers, Georgia.
Too far.
30 seconds on the clock. You're the one who made it filthy. You're filthy, so just stop it. 30 seconds on the clock and your time starts now. What is a barometer used to measure?
Humidity.
Who sings the 2019 hit Cruel Summer?
Don't know.
Mountaineer Sir Edmund Hillary was from which country?
England.
Mount Panorama is located...
Bathurst.
During daylight savings, is Victoria 1 hour ahead or behind Queensland?
Ahead.
Stop the clock. It's Tuco.
Oh,
Hey, George, I thought you were going to get smashed, but it's Tuco. What is a barometer used to measure?
Yeah, what is it?
Well, Georgia said weather, but the answer is air pressure.
Air pressure.
And I'm going to defer to the judges because can we accept that? I'm getting a big no, sir. We cannot.
It's always handy to know the air pressure.
Yeah, well, I often ask myself, God, I wonder what the old air pressure is right about now.
Is there a low coming?
Yeah, a high and the trough. It's 0-all. Who sings the 2019 hit Cruel Summer?
It's Taylor Swift, isn't it?
It's T-Swizzle.
I know.
I mean, hello.
I'm a Swiftie and everything.
hello. You went to the concert.
For a hot minute I was. Did
Yeah.
Georgia get it?
Yeah, she got it.
Of course she did.
So she hits the front. 1-0.
Of course she did.
I thought you would have got this one too. Mountaineer Sir Edmund Hillary
New
was
Zealand.
from which country? Georgia said that he was from the country of Pass, which I've never heard.
Very funny.
Sue said England, but he's a Kiwi.
Yeah, I knew after I said it.
Sir Edmund Hillary, Kiwi. It's 1-0 to Georgia. And the fourth question, Mount Panorama is located in which New South Wales town? Sue said Bathurst. That's correct. They just had the big race there, Georgia.
Oh, gosh, I know.
You said it was Pass as well. So it's 1-all, and then the final question during daylight savings, is Victoria 1 hour ahead or behind Queensland? It is, of course, 1 hour ahead. You both got that. It's a 2-all draw, but Sue smoked you on time.
Oh, no.
You know what? You won $1,000 yesterday.
Yeah, I know. Can't be unhappy.
What are you going to call up for tomorrow?
Oh, I'm going to try the Oasis tickets this afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine if you got those.
Well, we got another double play thing. You could win that. The Yo Play double plays on all week. Isn't
Oh,
it?
really? Okay.
Yeah, that's happening.
Yeah.
Just keep ringing.
All right.
We'll just keep.
I'll be listening anyway, so I will.
Go in the cave?
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah,
1,000
please.
but I mean,
yeah, come
you know.
on, do something.
Yeah, we've got someone in the cave. All I'm looking at is vision of the cave because I'm in LA, obviously. That explains why I don't sound like I'm in the cave. I'm not in the cave. But what I can tell you is that I've got 4 tickets to Nova's Night, the movies Venom, The Last Dance at Event Cinemas, Carindale from the 23rd of October. There, yeah, can you just shine the torch over there for me a bit? So that's Tom Hardy. Like, Heartthrob, hello. In cinemas October 24. They'll also give you a $100 Maggie May voucher.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it's
thank
a
you.
great spot there at the Gasworks precinct. You'll absolutely love it. It's a $100 voucher for Maggie May as well. There you go.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.